All right, so welcome back to the channel. So glad that you decided to tune in. On this episode, we're actually going to be introducing you to 3 Fahaka fish that we ordered from a store in California. And so let me introduce you to our new additions here. They just arrived just a few hours ago and they are just kind of settling in. We ordered 3 and they arrived alive next day. Well, we ordered it last week and they just got here. They flew out Monday and then today's Tuesday, so we got them Tuesday. All right, so we're gonna acclimate them with the tank. We've done the proper procedures as to testing the water. I would advise you to get the ammonia test kit to make sure there's no ammonia in your tank, as well as the test strips, API 5-in-1 test strips. And of course, they let you know all of your levels and what your number should be. And we'll actually do a video. There's actually a video that you can go to that'll tell you how to check all of your strips. So there we go. All right, so we are gonna get these Fahaka puppers acclimated with the tank. Right now, there are a few neon tetras in here. If you wanna take a look in the tank. There are a few neon tetras in here, and I can't remember. We got a few feeders in here as well. I can't remember what the name of these other fish are called, but if you know, let me know, and then I'll know, and then we'll know together. All right, so I got a little fancy here, and so I ended up using a clip to hold the bag onto the tank here. And I'm going to go and get some safe so you can feature the Fahakas. Take a look at the Fahakas. What I'm going to do is actually put some safe into the bag because there's the possibility that ammonia is in this bag. I mean, they've only been in it for, I guess, less than, 12 or so hours. So they may not have any ammonia in the bag, but we want to be safe. So we are going to open it up. Of course, the bag deflates, all the air comes out, and we just want to put a little bit of ammonia, a little bit of safe in the bag again, just to kind of, just a little bit, to go ahead and kill any ammonia that may be in the water. More so in the bag than on the floor. Alright, so we put a little bit of that just because we're going to probably keep them in the bag acclimated for a few hours. And so we don't want them to continue to be stressed out in this bag and build more ammonia. Alright, so we got this tube from the fish store, and basically it's the same kind of I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know, but anyway, it's the same thing that you would use to basically create the bubbles from the air filter that runs from the tank into the tank and it creates the bubbles. So that's the same thing. Basically, that's what this is. And so we're going to use this as a suction, right? So we're going to put a little bit of it into the tank, or a lot of it, and we are going to suck. Uh-oh. Got to make sure that it stays. All right, so it works like that, and we're going to suck. Break. All right, so basically what's happening now is that it is dripping in the bag, but I did tie a bit of a knot here so it's not dripping so fast. So I'll lift it up just so you can see the drip. There's a drip method here. And just on the edge of the bag, you can see it's dripping right there, right? And that's kind of the pace that you want to keep it at. And that's going to acclimate your fish with the water that's in the tank, in the bag. And that way, when you transfer them over, it's not an immediate shock to the system, to their system, that is. So as they are figuring out who I am, and I'm figuring out who they are, we're gonna sit here and let them acclimate, and we'll probably just let it go ahead and just fill up at least to about here before we go ahead and, you know, switch them over. So we'll show you that process, and we will be back whenever it's finished. All right, so we're back. As you can see, it's dripping over here. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the water from the tank, and we're actually gonna lift this up so that it will stop dripping. All right, there we go. So I think these guys are ready to go in. I mean, it's been about an hour or so, and they have just been getting acclimated. And so we are going to transfer them over to the tank. I'm gonna unclip the bag, and I want to come over this way here, because what I actually want to do is kind of scoop them into here, because you're not supposed to remove puffers from the water, from their water, right?
So what I ended up trying to do was put this potter's pot into the bag to try to scoop the Fahaka puffers out of the bag to keep them in the water, because if you take them out of the water, you risk the possibility of them puffing up air into their system, and then that just becomes a whole nother headache. So I tried to use this pottery pot, and it was just too big, I believe, to go into the bag. And so I ended up just doing it an easier way, and I just went and got the net.
All right, so let's just do this the easy way here. We're going to try to get all three of them into the net and into the water as quickly as possible, like so. There they are. And let's see what they think about their new home. So drop them down just a little bit lower. Come on out, little guys.
One thing that you never want to do to any fish that you're introducing into a new home is force them out the net. So maybe just a little tug or two, but when they're ready to come out, they definitely will.
And hopefully they like their new home. Go ahead and take off that and gonna wipe down this water, and we'll follow up and see how these guys are settling in. But thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something from this video. We learned together as to how to acclimate your Fahaka puffers or any fish that you're trying to acclimate into another aquarium. So we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Comment below, what do you think about the content? What do you think about the way that I processed the Fahaka into my tank? Are there other tips that you think that I should be telling people? Comment below, let me know, because guess what? We're trying to learn together, And what I know, you know, and hopefully it's the same way. So again, thanks for tuning in.